With recent renovations to the Newman, Elliott, and Broadmeadow schools completed, the school department began the process of addressing the needs of the Hillside school. At the beginning of the year, the firm of Dorr and Whittier were hired to conduct a feasibility study and come up with a plan for renovating or replacing the school. On Tuesday, May 19th, representatives from the firm presented their initial report to the school committee.
Hillside is an interesting site, as you know. Not only are there constraints with parking and circulation, but we also have environmental concerns that were familiar to us, but we now have more detail relating to riverfront and wetlands and floodplain.
With these concerns, alternate sites for a school at both DeFazio Field and the High Rock School were looked at. With all these locations, certain MSBA guidelines had to be met for a K-5 school and also a 6th grade center, which is also being considered. These guidelines include flexible building design, campus as a learning environment, sustainability, and balance between safety and openness, which some on the school committee aren't seeing in the current plans.
I mean, I don't think we're going to have what we have in Hillside today, which is wonderful. There's a whole bunch of classrooms where they can walk out the door into the open air. I get it, that we're probably not going to have, but I'm not seeing a lot of openness. I'm seeing safety, security.
As designs were drawn up, total square footage of any new building as it relates to various school programs had to be met or exceed current MSBA recommendations. Two areas of main concern for the MSBA are the academic and the special education sections.
It's important to note that the MSBA as an agency cares about education and aligning the square footage that they participate in with education. And so if you're going to be over in one or more program areas, where they want you to be over is exactly where you are.
One area of concern in any new design is making sure that a 4-section per grade level is maintained in any K-5 plan.
We've had enough trouble, okay, with schools that can't do that. So as far as I'm concerned, I will never support anything that's not a 4-section school for this site.
Of the 16 options that have been drawn up by the architects, several include building on the current site in either the present location or a new location on the property that would include adjacent land acquisition. A second set of options includes either a K-5 school or a 6th grade center on the east or west side of DeFazio Field. And a final option includes renovations and additions to the High Rock School. Regardless of which option is selected, the school committee doesn't want to run into a space issue down the road.
I think we also get to the point where we can be penny wise and pound foolish, looking down the road where we're stretched to the limits and we have to think of some way to provide additional space.
Next steps for the committee include a joint meeting with the planning board on June 22nd that is open to the public, followed by a preliminary design plan approval at the July 7th school committee meeting before final submission to the MSBA on August 6th. For the Needham Cable News, I'm Josh Eilberg.